What up, people? It's your boy Woody222 coming at you with another weekly pickup video. It's been a minute. But before we get into weekly pickups, I just want to holler at you for a little minute. I just want to say thank you again. I haven't really advertised it, but people have been saying congratulations to me. So I reached 1K on YouTube. That's beyond my wildest beliefs, man. And I stand before you humbled here today because I was never expecting this. And I always thought people were going to be like, oh, who's that dude with the weird voice on YouTube? But it's quite the opposite, actually. And I did it in a year, man. I just over a year, I think. I don't really pay attention to that kind of stuff. But I went back and looked at my first video. It was in March, the end of March. So thank you again to everybody, all 1,000 of you who hit that button for me, I guess. And it's much appreciated as always. And I'm just going to keep doing my best and doing what I want to do out here. And thank yous for watching. Started off this YouTube journey just typing in G.I. Joe Classified, and I ended up here. So I'm very thankful for that. And for the friends I've made that are lifelong friends in this community. I can't say enough about you. And, you know, I got yous if yous ever need anything. I'm not going to say no names, but everybody's just as important to me in this community because it allows me to be me, who I can't be with my boys that I've known since I was 6 years old on a block that don't understand why I still collect action figures. So I'm always thankful for that, and it allows me to be creative. All right, that's enough of getting in the feelings. Nothing wrong with that, but that's just enough for me. And before I go any further, let me apologize for my gardening noises out there. The people are cleaning up my yard and all that shit, I guess. Today was a nice enough day, so they decided to come today, the day I decided to shoot a video. And I have to pay them for making noise in the background of my video. But we'll try to bang through these weekly pickouts real quick. Weekly pickups. But before we go any further, gotta do this for the 1K episode or whatever you people call it. I don't know. But let's start off with some TMNT. This was finally went on sale on Amazon. I've been waiting for this puppy to go under 20 bucks, and I think I went to like $18.97. So I picked up the Best Action Raphael with the Disco Gold motorcycle. Pretty dope. I know I've been eyeballing this, and I know this line, I believe, got discontinued, so I should be down to a couple pieces because I do really like this line. A lot of people shitted on this, but I like cheap turtles. There's something about cheap toys that bring me back for nostalgia because I didn't have the expensive toys when I was growing up. So yeah, Playmates turtle, that was $2.97 or whatever at the time, or $4.97 was what I got. I didn't get the whole fucking sewer playset. I got the turtle. So the cheap figures really just bring me back to where I kind of started from and keep me grounded to where I am going. But yeah, pretty dope. Definitely feeling it. Like I said, I should only need a couple more pieces and then I can check Best Action off my list because we all know what's going to happen with these tariffs and shit. I mean, we don't know, so never mind. I'm still going to be collecting my main G.I. Joe, Turtles, and MOTU, but everything else I got to pump brakes on for now because I don't know where this is going to be. I'm still making the same amount of money and everything's going up, so we'll figure that out as it goes. Just going to play it by ear. I don't jump down all this fear-mongering shit about eggs being $55. I don't give a fuck. I don't like eggs like that anyway. But I do give a fuck for the country and all that shit. Don't let me come off that way like I'm above, but it's just certain things take my energy and certain things don't get an ounce of energy, and politics and all that bullshit is definitely one of them. I do have my opinions, but I'll never share them on this. Let's get on to something else. I had these sitting in my pile of loot. I've been wanting these for a minute, so I just shipped these to get them in because I do love my turtles, as I just went on a rant about. But this is the Michelangelo V2. Got Leonardo, I want to say this is V3 already. I don't even know, man. But, all right, chill on the Leos. Let's get some Donnies back out here. Definitely picked up Ninja. Speaking of Ninja, I can't wait for the Masterverse one to come out. That figure looks dope with that mask on. Fa Roulette, baby. But he's dope. Dragon head. Pretty cool fig. Sorry I ain't showing him like that, but I'm just trying to speed through this shit because I always feel like people are getting sick of me. But Clamp Champ, definitely a dope figure. Love the brother representation. These are all Reptile Wars, by the way. This wave got a pretty cool clamper. But definitely gonna open these and put them in a bin because that's where all my Masterverse and turtles are right now. All right, let's get on to Transformers now. This is something new for me. I've never bought one of these before, but I was thinking about getting into that YOLO Park line, but like I just said, things are kind of on chill for a minute to like figure out what's going on pocket-wise. But I picked up this off BBTS, this Soundwave model kit. Soundwave's my shit. This is by Flame Toys. Definitely a lot of parts to put it together. It probably took me about 45 minutes to an hour. I'd say, because there was like 10 or 15 of them trays in there that you have to snap all the parts off and stuff. There they are right there. But there was doubles of some because there's a left and a right. But definitely worth it. Here's the final result. Pretty dope. Comes with multiple hands. He's got, you know, why me hand. He's got a fist. And then he's got trigger fingers. But you have to put everything together, including the fingers. Nothing's articulated in the finger-wise, though, but everything else. This is a truly articulated, truly nice articulated Soundwave that's gonna go on my Soundwave shelf. Whoops, that's not supposed to happen, but it's a model, so it just pops back in. And away we go. See, we're back in business. But definitely a dope figure. The back, definitely got good waist articulation, all that. Ball joint, double, whatever you people say. But definitely feeling this and glad it was a good purchase. Oh, here's a quick peek of the directions for that thing. So, and then a little third of a page on the back. So it ain't that bad. Sticking with Transformers, let's get into Ollie's. I just happened to go into Ollie's. I ain't been in a minute. Found this Perceptor for 10 bucks. I had this when I was a kid. I remember it was a hand-me-down from one of my cousins. It was all beat up and the vac metal was all beat, but I definitely had this and played with this. So for 10 bucks, can't go wrong. I didn't even know this came out. It's not my shtick with the Transformers, the movie. It's usually Studio 86, but anything really from the movie I'll grab. I grabbed the Hound. I think I got the Starscream like this. The reissues from the G1s. So definitely a good pickup for 10 bucks. Finally, I get to put another check on a list and complete it. So boom, Studio 86, Dinobot, Swoop. Definitely a dope figure. Got this for $5 off on Amazon. So I want to say 55. It was regularly 60 bucks. So plus I had a bunch of points. I want to say I used like $14 or $15 from rewards or whatever on the card I put this on. But definitely a dope figure. So I got Swoop, and then boom, got the fifth one, Snarl. So I'm all set on my Studio 86 Dinobots. This one is definitely a dope figure, the Stegosaurus. I had a piece of this when I was a kid. I want to say I had like this figure missing the head. Like I said, I got a lot of hand-me-downs from cousins and shit like that, and mom's friends and shit like that. So definitely a dope figure. Gonna add to my collection. Boom, I got my 5 Dinobots that I never had besides a body missing a head when I was a kid. So nostalgia button checked, tickled, whatever you want to call it. Let's get on to something else. And we got a random Star Wars pickup off Walmart. 10 bucks or something. I couldn't resist. It's beat to shit, but I'm opening this guy anyway. It'll go onto my Mando shelf. This is Paz Vizsla. Definitely a dope figure. I like the loadout. I did see a review on this a while back, and everything moves and kind of bends. That cable bends, I believe. So yeah, it's a Star Wars Black Series single jointed figure, but I'll be able to get him into what I want him to do. So real quick, yeah, 10 bucks, can't beat it. And on BBTS, while I was pulling in those turtles that I wanted, I seen everybody's getting this, so I wanted to see what this was about. I had this on pre-order. This Red Sonja. I'm hearing mixed reviews about it. It's probably going to stay in the box for a little minute because I don't know if I'm going to keep it. But I do like the overall look of it, but I'm hearing some horror stories from a couple people I watch, and then a couple people I watch saying it's all right. And I asked people straight out, is this a good figure? And some said yes, and some said no. Joints look a little thin to me. I know you can't see it. I'm sorry because of my fucking dumbass phone, but see how thin those joints are in between them arms? That just can't be a good recipe right there, but it does come with mad pieces and shit, so it sucks. It might have to be a $50 photo fig, but like I said, I don't know what I'm doing with it yet, and I'll figure it out later. This is a later project. But Boss Fight Studios, Sonja, Red Sonja, got her off BBTS. Hopefully I'll enjoy one day. If not, I don't know. And then one more thing I had to pull in from BBTS. I've just been waiting for this, and not for this one specifically, but a representation of this in my collection. I don't have any Thundercats at all. I didn't really like Thundercats. I watched Thundercats, don't get me wrong, because there was only 3-4 channels, so you had to watch what you had to watch, even if you didn't like it. It was a cartoon. It was either Thundercats or like MASH or some dumb shit, or Bonnie Miller or whatever, or Taxi Club, whatever that show was called. Taxi, I think. But, so, I'm a kid. I watched Thundercats over that shit. But I finally got a representation of my favorite character, which is Mum-Ra, man. He was just dope. If you watch this channel long enough, you know I'm a bad guy person, but this is the one that the eyes light up and all that shit. I want to say it was 80 something on BBTS, but this will be my one and only Thundercat figure because, like I said, I didn't really care for it that much. Nothing against you if you did. I was there. It was there. I watched it. You had to. You had no choice. But definitely a dope figure. Good artwork on the back and a lot bigger than I thought he was. But like I said, this is going to be my one and only. He'll probably just end up on a pop culture shelf or something that I put together one day. But he'll stay in the box for now, and because it is a Super 7 product after all that. So I'm no dummy. It just stays in the box till you're ready to do something with it, which I haven't opened a Super 7 yet, besides that Soundwave that came open by accident. But yeah, go in the closet and I'll pull it out one day and do something with it. This is the kind of shit I've been talking about that needs to be cut out, but I needed one of these, 2 of these, but I didn't need the other ones, but I bought them anyway. One's for somebody, one's for my boy, so that don't count, but this is the kind of shit that the tariffs is going to affect for me, like just random shit. I'd rather focus all my disposable income that's going to be less now. It's going to be diminished because of these tariffs. I'd rather focus it into G.I. Joe, Turtles, and MOTU, and then Marvel Legends, Ghostbusters, shit like that'll be secondary. Kind of like I was before I got fully into the 1/12 thing. But with that said, your boy has been on a NECA kick lately, and I need to nip that in the bud. Invisible Man, just a dope figure, man. I remember watching this movie with my mother. I said mother, like mud. Mother. No, mother. Mother. Yeah, that's how I say it up here. Mother. Sorry, I'll pronounce it right. Mother. But yeah. And I don't even call her mother. I call her ma. She's my ma. But yeah, Invisible Man, the old one, definitely feeling all the head sculpts. There's like a half unwrapped head sculpt. There's a 3/4 unwrapped head sculpt. There's one with the glasses. It's just, sorry about that phone, but wish the robe was soft goods, but it's okay that it's not. For $35, I think these are worth it. So I'm in on NECA and I'm out at the same fucking video. I do have probably 20 NECA figs, but they're only things that represent certain things besides Turtles. I don't go crazy on NECA Turtles though. That's too much. I might have 1 or 2 sets. But Pee-wee, picked him up for them Holathon shit that I just found him on a random back end cap facing the wrong way, and the whole NECA shit was just somewhere where it shouldn't have been. I've seen other people saying that they found the fucking NECA palette in the middle of the clothes section and shit. So yeah, same shit. It was in the TV section, but it was almost facing the back door where the fucking employees come in and out of to stock shit. I'm like, All right, nobody's gonna see that, but it worked out better for me. I got the 3 figs I wanted to get. Out of all that 20 figure mess, I only wanted 3 figs. So I got the Pee-wee, that's what I wanted. Definitely a dope figure, definitely loving the head sculpts. Word of the day, definitely gonna go on a pop culture shelf, like I said, with Mumra, but I need that bike. Somebody's gonna do that bike. I don't know if Neca's gonna do it one day. They probably will. If they did this, they're gonna do that. But I might settle for a 3D printed option. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. But yeah, Pee-wee Holathon. Go check your targets now. He there. There's another one I picked up. Mummy. That's just because I have an extra sarcophagus I got off BBTS cheap. So I got one for my Mummy Michelangelo Neca turtles that like I said, I have a few, 20 something of them. But I had an extra sarcophagus, so I figured I'd throw this dude in it up here in my office somewhere, so that way 2 sarcophagus, 2 different rooms, sarcophagi, I don't know, sarcophagi. And this was the whole reason I've been hunting for this dude. I even mentioned this in my last G.I. Joe video. This dude's been eluding me, but I found him. The Count, like I said, on an end cap facing the wrong way, so definitely a dope figure. Can't wait to bust these open one day. I got all 3 of them so far, Ernie, Bert, and the Count. And I want to say the next one is Big Bird or some shit, I think I heard. But I don't know. I'll find it when it come out. I don't really stress release dates and shit like that unless it's G.I. Joe. And then this is for my man Gonzo. I know he was saying it was dry out in Cali. So, boom. Found this for you. I already told you about this, but I didn't put it on the video. Just wanted to show that I found the Holathon shit. But this will be going into your pile of loot here at my crib. And this is that Doc Leonardo. Definitely don't know what this is because by this time I was probably out of turtles, because I didn't get into turtles till I was like 12, and I was only in turtles for like a year and a half, probably till about 14, and I couldn't hide it no more. So I put it away for a minute, but I'm back. But yeah, definitely Gonzo, you already know, bro. Definitely a dope figure. Sorry my videos always glared out the figure, but I'm just here to show what I picked up, and if you want to see details on the figures, somebody got a review on every single one of these on YouTube, and that's what I do if I want to see it. So this is more like a chill channel. I just want to feel like I'm chilling with yous. We're in a fucking living room smoking and chilling and bullshit, and that's what my whole channel's about, and that's what it'll always be about. And then I did say we'll end on that, but finally it showed up. Street Fighter 2 Ultimate Fei Long. Just a dope figure. Purple pants, as I call him. But new head sculpts. I think he got an O-face. And the reason why everybody got him, them fucking nunchucks, is just fire. And I know not Balrog. Who's coming out? Blanca and the big boxer dude, whoever he is with the eye patch. Balrog, I don't know his name. I can't. Correct me in the comments. But yeah, definitely souped on this dude. Jada's killing it this year, and just another deluxe that is gonna be fire, I'm sure. Definitely gonna pose this one without the fire leg. I don't need that. That's a hard pose to do, but I got him posed up, balancing on one foot with the fire leg. But definitely gonna work the nunchucks into this one. I mean, who we kidding? This is the whole reason why most of us bought him. All right, on that note, we're about to get out of here. Thanks again to everybody for watching and subscribing and liking and being engaging and all that shit, man. Like I said, it humbles me to the umpteenth degree that a lot of people will never know. Speaking of humbled, I'm going to join Mikey and Zakanan on their show, Figure It Out, this week. It's on Mikey's channel, and it's coming on after the Mega Powers Thursday Thunder. So if you've got some time, come check out your boy. I'm sure we'll be joking. We're going to be talking about movies that people get blazed to. Before we get out of here, let me show a real quick custom I'm working on. This is that Gaines chair from fucking like a year ago from Michael's. I need a couple more coats, but this is gold. This is red. I'm probably gonna use this somewhere with Baroness, I'm hoping, next to Destro. But that's what I got so far. So pretty dope. I'm gonna do some more gold touch up and washes on it to make it look a little dirtier, but that's what I got so far. Real quick, I'll show these, but I'm gonna do a little separate 5-minute video probably in the next couple days about these. I'm just waiting on missiles to dry and shit, but been working on a couple custom IG ferrets, so more to come on those. That'll probably be my next video when I get around to it. But again, thanks everybody, much appreciated. Respect, love, and hair grease, or whatever they used to say. But I'm gonna get out of here. Yo, Joe, or something to that effect. Peace.